So it's so early in the morning. It's exactly 6:30 right now. No, 6:20. Yeah, ooh, it just turned 6:30. I'm up early and I wanted to make a live. I always think I want to sit in the perfect place in my room, clean, but you know what? Nah, not today. Still here in bed. Even the dogs have more sense than me. They're still in bed. Look at this one right here. And then I got another one over here under the covers. Yep, there's my toes. Okay, I have my mesh bag here. I'm working on my ripple blanket right here. And the goal is I'm making the blanket. Let's see, it's pretty wide. Let's see. Yeah, this looks so nice. The goal is to use a pound of this blue I bought at at Joann's when it was closing. All these blues here and making it and finishing this whole skein and then moving on to another skein. And they're all gonna be like blue. I might add some beige in here and stuff. Hi, Amy. What time is it for you over there? Thank you, Amy. So, shh, don't tell Eddie, but this is a gift for him. I don't think he'll see this. I'm not sure. But I had to go to Allegra and ask her, how did you make that ripple blanket? I think she used a bigger hook, or maybe she used a smaller. Her stitches are very big, though, and loose. So mine are a little tighter than hers. And I work in the back loop only, every row, even when you turn it around, 7:30. 7:30 a.m. Okay, well, I'm going to be working on this. Um, Hopefully staying up with the comments if there's anybody else up there. And now I have to figure out where I'm at, and which is pretty easy to keep track of. So this is 2 decreases, then 3 stitches, and then an increase in 2 spaces in the back loop only. Sometimes I mess up and I have to go back and frog it, or you know me. Sometimes I ignore it and just try to fix it with another stitch, and it seems to work. Okay, this is pretty mindless kind of crochet. I took this to our crochet meeting last night, our in-person crochet meeting, which reminds me, I might have to reschedule Saturdays because there is an event happening with my crochet meeting, and I kind of accidentally committed myself to it, saying, yeah, yeah, I'll do it too. Yes, yes. And then I come home and think nothing of it. And still in the nagging, in the back of my mind, there's something nagging. And I'm like, oh, that's my crochet meeting time. Okay, so there's my 2 increases, my 3 double crochets. Now I need 2 decreases. So anyways, we'll see how it plays out. Let's see if they still want to meet up and stuff. And then I will go there. I was thinking, should I make a live there? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Shatika. Okay, so my camera is really close to my face, so it's kind of hard to see the... Oh, if I take off my glasses, I can't see a thing. Good morning, and thank you for the blessing, Shatika. We're just here. Oh, it's raining over there, Amy. Yeah, I think it's been kind of overcast and raining and sprinkling off and on. Nothing major here. But where am I? Okay, with my decreases. Now 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. I figured if I was up and wide awake, I was gonna wake you guys up too. Ha 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 ha. I am not an early bird, but let's see, there was our 2 decreases, 1, 2, 3, and this is our increases, back loop only. But every morning, my routine is Eddie gets up, well, the days that he works, this is the routine. He gets up, he gets dressed, I'm still knocked out, and then I take my medication. Either he gives it to me or I take it, depending how sleepy I am. And then he brings me coffee. I have to have coffee because, let me just recount here, okay? Decrease, 1, 2, 3. Increase, increase, 1, 2, 3. So I have to drink some coffee or something because my medication gives me heartburn. I do have an iPad, Amy. That's true, and I have done that before, Amy, but I'm in the bed and I wasn't getting up. I've done that before. So, but I shall struggle through this. Shima, good morning. Well, look at this early morning crocheting that I'm doing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, increase, increase. 1, 2, 3, decrease. Yeah, so thank you for joining me this morning, guys. Thank you, thank you. You don't know, I really enjoy doing the lives much better than making videos. So, okay, this was a decrease here. And this is the dip. The dip of the pattern is always a decrease, 2 decreases. Oh, thank you for my love, people. I know, I know. If you could just run around in my mind, Amy, that would be an awesome live, continuous 24/7 live. I might have to mute some of it because, crazy woman over here. But that would be a great life if y'all could just spend time in my brain and then I didn't have to worry about editing. And oh gosh, I might get blocked with all the things that happens in my brain. So anyways, what are y'all doing? I know Amy's waiting to go to work, waiting for the weather to clear up. I'm up early and I didn't and usually I go back to sleep, after a little bit of checking the news and things like that and a little bit of YouTube. Um, let's go back and check. Where's my decreases? 2 decreases, 1, 2, 3. Increase, another increase right here. It's very easy to keep track of this. Baby dog. Baby dog says, what's going on? Why is mama talking so early in the morning? I'm trying to sleep. You trying to sleep, Daisy? Daisy, go night-night, baby. It's just mama over here talking to her people. Yep. Oh, I'm assuming, not gather, I'm assuming that most of you guys are getting up to go to work. Yeah. I am on permanent vacation, kind of, sort of. A kind of vacation that a mother has when everybody goes on vacation. Mother is never on vacation. Mother is always still doing something to take care of everybody on the vacation. So I never really have a vacation unless I go on my own. And I have had a few things. And I have the yarn crawl coming up with my yarn group, and it's coming up at the end of the month. So, yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh, I can't wait. Let's see. I tease everybody, a lot of my friends, because they go ham when they go on this trip, and they spend boohoo bunch of money, and I'm just this cheapo that tells myself if I see something that I really really want, I'm gonna get it, but I commit myself to buying one thing per store just to support them. And yeah, can't wait. It's like a sleepover camp for us ladies in our yarn group. Uh-oh, the yarning has started. Oh, wait a minute. Is that my decreases now? Let's see. Let's see. Increase. Where was the increases? Did I miss? Oh, no. Increase, increase. 1, 2, 3. Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I can finish this one. That's 2 decreases. Yup. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, you guys hit the like button. I see there's 28 people in here. Just double tap the screen there and it'll put a like. It doesn't cost anything, but just a little double tap on the phone. Thank you. I see my likes going up. I see my likes going up. So, who wants a little update about my YouTube channel? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, increase. My YouTube channel is still growing. I'm getting members, subscribers still. No new members. I don't really offer that much. Just people who are like really great supporters of mine and choose to do this. I shouldn't say that, great supporters. I have a lot of great supporters and subscribers who are not members um, of my membership little package that pays me monthly, but and my subscribers do a lot for me. Um, my main people, you know who you are. Y'all just watch my videos and support me, and I am so grateful for that. So, anyways, it's growing, and but and I don't know if you know how YouTube works. Hold on a sec. Okay, two more. Um, but once you make like $100 in your account, they send it over to you. So I'm saving all that money to go to Disney. 1, 2, 3, and spending money for Disney. We always go on the cheap. We have taken our kids several times. We used to have a timeshare, which I loved. But when 2009 market went crazy, the economy went crazy, we kind of had to give that up just to make sure that we could make it through and not lose our real home. Okay, let me go back. This is increase, increase, 1, 2, 3, decrease, and another decrease. So, but we still continued going and we go on the cheap. We don't stay at the Disney park or anything like that. We get an Airbnb or stay at one of the hotels there and get some sort of little inexpensive package. And sometimes when you go to some little kiosks at the mall, they have offers where if you go and you go to a meeting for like an hour or so and they can try to sell you a timeshare. They give you free tickets to, or really cheap tickets to Disney World. And so sometimes we do that, but this time we just got an Airbnb. We planned ahead. It's all paid for already. We are paid for our tickets already. So now we just need to earn some money for just to go there. And Eddie and I are old, in case you didn't know. And we're not going to go to Disney all the time, but we wanted to go as our children are adults. And I thought that would be much more fun. I don't have to go with them. I don't have to stay at the park with them. I don't have to do nothing. So I can stay home. My dogs are going with me. Right, doggies? Oh, gosh. That one in front of me, Daisy, she's going to be, sorry for the description, pooping and vomiting the whole time. She hates car rides, so I'm gonna have to take her to the vet to get her some medication to help her out a little bit so she can relax. We're driving and they're going with us. So, yeah, thanks, Amy. Yeah, we try to do it on the cheap, you know, and it's okay and it's fun. We've always done that until we got our timeshare and then we had a nice place to stay. Okay, decrease, 1, 2, 3, increase. And so what else about my YouTube channel? I kind of need to go back to looking at some channels that help you grow, like vidIQ, I think is the one that I watched all the time. I haven't watched them in a while because I've kind of settled and become complacent in my channel, and it's not making as much money as it did in the beginning, but that's okay because that's not what this YouTube channel is about for me. It's about crocheting, sharing my crochet life, making connections with you guys, and I've made some beautiful friends here that I hope one day we can all have a grand meeting somewhere in the middle of the country, wherever's in the middle for all of us. And wouldn't that be great to spend a weekend somewhere? We can get an Airbnb and, we kind of know each other. Let's see. Where's my increases? There they are. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's my 3, and now to decreases. I'm almost done with this Karen 1 pound. It's still a lot, so I wonder how deep it's going to be because I already have it. I would say about 10 inches tall, and so I'm like halfway through, I think, with this scheme. So let me put that right there. I have it in my mesh bag. I haven't told Eddie about this, because I'm afraid of telling anybody I'm making something for them because, oh, excuse me, it becomes pressure on me, and I don't deal well with that emotionally. I feel a lot of stress. 1, 2, 3, and I think I overdid it here. Let me make sure. Let's get rid of that one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Wait, is that a decrease? Yeah, there's an increase. Oh, I had it right. There's an increase. Make sure there's not an increase there. Increase 1, 2. Oh, yeah, I was correct. Dang it, Angie. Dang it. Oh, wait. Okay, now I'm hitting the decrease because it's going on the dip. You can really see that little pattern there. It's so pretty. I've been wanting to make this, and I just didn't want to. Of course, it was not going to be anything I was going to sell because you never really can get the money you like deserve or that this work entails. You would never get the money's worth out of it from somebody unless they have a commission and they understand that it's, a lot of work and stuff and it takes a while. It's not just something really quick. And what makes me really sad and happy at the same time is I go to the thrift stores and I see these beautiful crocheted Afghans or things, and I'm like, I'm buying this thing for $5. That is so sad. I hope that the person who made it got their enjoyment out of it, and now it's just here for my pleasure. But sad because of the value they put on it. Happy that I got it at a good price. Did I make 2 decreases? I sure did. 1, 2, 3. So that's a little whatever's on my mind. That's what you're going to get today. This morning, whatever pops into my head, that's what we're going to talk about. I have my coffee here, but I don't know if it's still. Ooh, oh my gosh, I can't drink that. There, a gnat landed in there. Yuck. Dang. Is anybody else having trouble with gnats? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3. Oh, increase. Okay. Is anybody else having this problem? Like all of a sudden there's gnats everywhere. But I'm in Texas, so, and in the South Galveston Coast area. So I don't know if it's just me, my house, or what's going on. But I think that I've heard other people that are, here in the area that they're having like, oh God, that gnat, or whatever. And then when I was talking to my daughter, she had a gnat problem while she was talking on the phone to me. And they really are bugging the heck out of me. Bugging the heck out of me. Hi. Let's see, what does that say there? Something lifestyle. Hi, welcome to my crochet. Gnats have protein. Good thing, because I sleep with my mouth open and I'm like, I wonder how many gnats ended up in there. Protein. I have this little zapper, an electric zapper that I had a bad gnat problem a while back, and I had to buy this zapper. And then I found out where the gnats were coming from. Oh my gosh. They were in my pantry. I had forgotten there was a rotten bag of potatoes on the floor, hidden way in the back. Walked in the pantry one day and I opened the door, turned on the light, and I looked up to the ceiling and it was covered in gnats. And I bought that thing and I zap, 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 and always having to sweep them because they were just all over the floor dead. It was just a mess. And finally, I got rid of those things and I got rid of the gnats. But now, I don't know if because it started raining or what. I don't know how it works. Oh, we're doing fine, lifestyle. I can't read that first part, but I'm going to call you lifestyle. Thank you, Amy, for being my hostess. Oh, I was looking at that, Amy. I really want one of those, but I'm afraid that my thing would get clogged up because also, you remember I told you that the neighbor behind us, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, increase, increase. Did I increase 3 times? I increased 3 times. You guys got to watch after me. Okay, let's put my hook back in here and check it out. Decrease, decrease, 1, 2, 3, increase, increase, 1, 2. See what happens when you start talking? This is an easy, brainless kind of crocheting, but gosh, you do have to have some sort of brain to do it. So I lose it sometimes. Well, anyways, back to the goats who live behind me, my neighbors and their goats. Yes, I see that on commercials, Amy. I really do need to try it. Yes, yes. I really do need to try it. Zevo, I remember that. But I keep forgetting when I go to the store. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, now decrease. And so my neighbors in the back have goats. You've heard my story before if you've been on here. If not, my neighbors in the backyard have goats. We live in a neighborhood with a HOA, but my neighbor behind me is not part of the HOA. And I don't mind the goats. I actually think they're pretty amazing and kind of a little jealous. They can have some farm animals, but not jealous because I don't want to have to take care of them. And they keep busting through my fence and they keep headbutting my fence. And the neighbor has to keep fixing it. And it is a nuisance. But the I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to be one of those complainer neighbors. Then the neighbor next to us got a goose or something. It's hilarious. Very hilarious. Okay. But those goats are producing a lot of flies. Every time I open my door to the backyard, going out to the pool or going out to the patio, those those flies just fly in like 10 at a time, I think. I'm always swatting them with the towels. I can kill those things. I cannot capture them with the little electronic thingy, but if you give me a little a kitchen towel that's kind of moist, has some weight to it, and I can slap those things down so fast, and it's kind of entertaining for me. So, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Increase, increase. I need 3 here. You know what? Is that Tony pajamas or Tommy pajamas? Pajamas? It might be because I think the goose. Oh my gosh. Is it the goose and not the goats? Whatever. We got a farm happening behind me. Whatever. My gosh. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go back to see where I'm at. Increase, increase. One more. Double crochet. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Where am I? I was looking at the comments. Increase, increase, increase. 1, 2. Okay. I'm going to redo this one because I didn't look right to me. Increase, increase. 1, 2. Okay. So it is school time, and my husband and I still chuckle when we pass the school zone. We live near an elementary school. And we kind of chuckle and kind of just lightly make fun of the parents there, saying, ha 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 ha, we don't have to do that anymore. We did have a nice run of taking our kids to school and having all that stuff we have to prepare for every August. And we don't have to do that anymore. So we kind of like playfully look down on these parents that still have to wake up, still have to do. But you know, those were the best years of my life. Raising my children, the best years of my life. I enjoyed it. I was made to be a mother. I didn't say I was a wonderful mother. I yelled my head off. Let's see, that's increase. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. Now 1, 2, 3 again. I yelled my head off. I have lots of regrets, but that's what parents are. You live in the moment. Love your children. Yeah, we're doing decreases, right? Oh, no, no, we're not. We're doing regular. Can pull it through again. I don't know if that stitch was right. Does it look right? Yeah, it looks like the other ones. But the best time, oh, the memories of my children as youngsters. And we laugh about it now with them, and they tell us secrets that things that they used to do. And I was like, what, you little so and so? If I would have known. They're like, hee 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 hee. Now they can escape and run back to their own houses. And I can't do a darn thing about it, except for try to kick them on their way out. I would never. No, I would, but playfully. I'm just like that. I'm just like that. Let's see. Okay. Oh, thank you for all the likes, people. Thank you. Just double tap the screen. I was watching Noni May last night, and it was so hilarious because I woke up. I like to watch YouTube before I go to bed. I watch some stuff. Usually like to watch people getting arrested. I don't know why it's so funny. Everybody acts the same. They're usually drunk, and they usually say the same things. But anyways, last night I was watching Noni May's live, and the next thing I know, I'm opening my eyes, and there's no Noni May on the live anymore. She outlasted me. So I'm like, to put me in the mood to do my live like she does, right here, watching me crochet and gabbing, gabbing, gabbing. I love you, Noni May, if you watch this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Increase, increase. 1, 2, 3. This should have been a decrease, right? Put that back in here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, decrease. Yeah. Police cam footage is great. Noni May. Type in Nonie and Mae is her name. Noni Mays. And I'm really bad at remembering YouTube channel names, but I know them. But go check her out. And if I remember, I will put a link in the description of this channel, of this live here. But it's Noni May. And she's an older lady. And I say that as if she's older than me. I mean, older in general, like me. And she's a hoot. She is a hoot. So if any of you guys know Noni May's channel, can you just like drop it here for me? Just put a link in there for me. I see. Okay. Yeah, this is a decrease. Hi, Moza. Hello. Welcome in. Just sitting here crocheting. Didn't even get out of bed. Just picked up my bag that sits next to my bed and started crocheting. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do a live. My little camera stand is here, my neck stand. And I said, I'm going to do a live. The heck with trying to think it through. What shall I talk about today? Who cares? I always got something to talk about. And, you know, if y'all stay on here, it's your own dang fault for listening. Your own dang fault. I figured you guys could like just change the channel, people. If you don't like it, I don't mind. I won't even know. Oh, yes, I will, because I'll see my numbers drop up here. Okay, let me think. Okay, another decrease. Okay. Thank you, Mosa. Thank you. So have you been following me? Let's see, decrease, decrease, one more. Have you been following me, Mosa? On my, are you a subscriber or have you just found me? Sometimes people just find me and I'm like, aha, I lured you in. I lured you in. And sometimes they stay and sometimes they don't. And that's okay. That's the best thing about YouTube. You can find people who are interesting to you and who are like you. Or maybe not like you, but you still enjoy them. You know what I mean? So, okay. So let me go back and recount to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Decrease. 1, 2, 3. Increase, increase. 1, 2, 3 now. Okay. I need to go back to that Nightbot and update some of the things on there. I just haven't done any of that. I've kind of left that behind in, the work that I do on my channel here because I'm trying to be more relaxed. I was having a lot of stress. Thank you for the little hearts, people. Thank you, Miss Rivera. Hello, lovely lady. I wish you were close by me. I would have you do my nails. I would have you do my nails. I was so disappointed in my last nail saga. I had these done and they were in a dark silver chrome, which I did not like. It just looked like gray. They looked nice, but they started chipping. So I had to go back and I said, can you just redo? I just wanted them to fix the chipped one. And I said, but can you make this white? And she says, okay. And she redid my whole hand white. And so they've been staying. They started chipping the next day again, but I filed them a little bit, just so they don't keep going. I'm going to go back to my shellac. And I would do all kinds of crazy designs, but it's way expensive. And yeah, I ain't got money for that right now. Thank you, Miss Rivera. I love this point of view. I know, I know. Thank you. Usually I have them straight across flat. I love that look. But now that she did them in the almond shape, I really love it. I look more grown up. Look at my puppies, Miss Rivera. There's Daisy. She's a little blurred. There's Cookie. And Cha-Cha's right here under the covers. Right, Chachi? Cha-Cha, say hi to the people. She says, no, leave me alone, Mama. I'm sleeping. Sleeping. My babies, my little babies. Because I'm a nurturer at heart. When my children left, of course, I was going to replace them with dogs. You love those dogs more than you loved us. I was like, well, they don't talk back to me much. They do poop on the floor sometimes, but so did you. And you still complained about stuff. And I only had to feed them twice, and I can leave the house without taking them with me. All the benefits of having a dog and no kids. Which quilt, honey? The bed quilt? No. This is, my sister bought this for me on clearance. You know Pioneer Woman? I love all her stuff. I have all her stuff in the kitchen. Well, this is also Pioneer Woman quilt. Oh, I used to quilt, but not anymore. Oh, Chachi, there's my little sidekick. She's stuck to me like glue. She's always got to have some part of her body touching me. Look at her little foot right there is touching my leg. But no, I wish I had made this, but I don't crochet. I mean, I do crochet. That's what I do, but I don't quilt anymore. Create and relate. Oh my gosh. Thank you for subscribing. Mosa, thank you. I love my rings too. Guess what? You don't know my stories. I don't know. I've been losing weight, and all of my rings from my little finger have been migrating to my bigger fingers, and all my ones that I used to wear here, because I used to have a ring on almost every finger, have been gone because if I just move my hand like this, they fly off. I know I have some of those little tab thingies that you can, put on here to tighten them up, but I don't like them. They feel horrible. So I told my husband, guess what? I need more rings. I don't know if you guys are familiar with James Avery, but those are my rings. Ever since my sister-in-law gave me this, my first James Avery ring, an elephant, because my son was first went to Mother's Day out, and his little group was called the Elephants. They were named after animals. So she gave me a little elephant ring. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? It's getting worn down. So when I die, this ring goes to my son. And when he was little, I used to tell him, you don't go with anybody. If somebody comes up to you and says, your mama told me to come get you, well, you better make sure that they have this ring, baby. This ring means that your mama did say. And he goes, okay. So he always remembers that I used to tell them as a safety factor. And you see my wedding ring? Look how big it is now. That's why I put this one, who used to be on my pinky here and really, really tight on my pinky, now is here as a guard. So I might be just getting smaller rings going up and keeping my bigger rings at the bottom. But this is my wedding ring, and they make another wedding ring like this, but all silver. This one is silver and gold, silver, and I love a band. I think I love that because my grandma had that band as her wedding ring, and I see it as a wedding ring, not these big diamonds and everything, which are okay, but not for me. So they make this wedding ring, James Avery does, in silver. And I love it. And I said, Eddie, I need another one. Buy me another one, I guess for our anniversary, a small one to keep as a guard. And I can just build them up. And if I should gain weight again, whoop, I'll still have this one. I can move that one over. So 'tis my plan to get more rings. And of course, I love this ring. I got this in not this one. I have 3 of these rings. When I was young, I had a friend that I went to church with, and she had one of these in brass. And I said, where'd you get it? She said, in San Antonio. There's a guy there that in the market that makes them. That guy, I don't know if it's the same guy, but they're still there making these rings. I went and got one, and it was brass, and it was beautiful. Got too big. Oh, I wore it so much. It was so thin right here. It's on the verge of breaking. So I put it up, and I went and got a silver one because I love silver. And that one's in my drawer too because it is so big on me, I cannot wear it. Because I used to weigh 330 pounds. Then I had the gastric bypass, and then I went down to the 190s, but then I found out that I had cancer. I was diagnosed with chronic leukemia, which I still have. But and so I gained like 60 pounds back. And my weight loss doctor said, oh gosh, you're going to gain weight with that medication. And I had already lost 100 pounds. And so over 100 pounds. Yeah. So, anyways, why was I telling you this? Oh, yeah. So I had to get a new ring. So then this is my ring, and it used to fit me over here, but now it's getting bigger, and this is my biggest finger, so I have to wear the biggest rings there. So, oh, this one fits here, and oh gosh, it fits there too, but now it's come on, ring. Get out of here. Hey, don't forget to leave me a like, guys. Look at how entertaining I am. Oh my gosh. Double tap the screen, you leave a like. You don't have to subscribe, but I wish you would. I love you guys. Be friends with me. Anyways, one of my friends, my OG friends that I've known since like 2002 when I moved into this one neighborhood and we were all neighbors. We're still great friends now. We just don't see each other so much. She makes fun of me. She goes, why do you have that on? Is that in case you forget who you are? And I remember, I'm like, yes, it is. Should Alzheimer's ever set in, I'm going to be sitting here and I guarantee I'm going to say, who's Angie? But no, I love it. I love anything with my name on it. Anything with my name on it. It all started with my aunt. Oh, I haven't even been paying attention to you guys. I'm sorry. Truck? Oh, I knew somebody named Truck before. Oh, I like you already. Okay, I'm going to skip to the bottom. If you wanted to say something again to me that I missed. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you go near San Antonio, Miss Rivera, but yes, isn't that beautiful? And they charge you per letter. And this one is getting kind of thin also. And of course, it's not my James Avery's do not get formed weirdly, but this conforms to my finger and of course of what I'm doing. And so it's getting kind of thin. It might be time to get another one. And yeah, I love name things. You already tapped, create and relate. Thank you so much. Okay, I have 13 likes. So the reason I'm talking about my likes and everything is because yesterday I was listening to Noni May and she was talking about her likes and it was so hilarious. And I was like, I wish I could like again. I wish I could like again because I love her. They need a love button, not a like button, a love. Sorry to hear about the. Oh, that's okay. I am. So let me tell you a little bit about my cancer. Oh, and crochet, because mostly that's what my channel's about. Crocheting. Okay. I had the gastric bypass in 2011, and boy, did I lose some weight. And I thought this was the end all be all, and I'm gonna be skinny forever. Nope. The gastric bypass is great. It helps you lose weight, but you have to maintain it. And I did not because the next year, my doctor, who was my weight loss doctor, would take my blood and says, there is something up with your white blood count. You need to go to your. I was already seeing an oncologist because he's also a hematologist. And I have a blood disorder that I got in 2002 when I was pregnant, and I always have to see him. So he goes, go see an oncologist. And I said, I already have one, so let me go talk to him. They did a blood test, and they said, we need to do a bone marrow what do you call it? Extraction. It's not a transplant, a bone marrow test, whatever. So they did, and they found out I do have cancer, and what type it was. It was chronic leukemia. And I like to tell the story because I don't want people to feel sorry for me. Let me see what I'm doing here first. Decrease, decrease, 1, 2, 3, increase. I should have increased right here. Too busy talking. Let me make sure. Decrease, increase, increase. I mean, regular, regular, and then now increase, increase. So then they say you have that, and it's called Philadelphia. I have the Philadelphia chromosome. This cancer is when your chromosomes, we have all our chromosomes, right? Number 9 chromosome for me and number 22 chromosome, a piece came off of 9 and landed over here, and it took a place of the 22, and the 22 went to the 9. So these are shaped weird, and it's causing cancer cells to grow in my blood. So it's terrible, terrible for people before there was medication. They would have like a 6-year prognosis, and then you pretty much were, a goner. So, but in 2002, they came up with some medication that makes it chronic. It keeps you still have cancer. Some people can go into full remission. I've only been in remission twice in the whole 13 years that I've had this, but I have had cancer in my body that whole time. Let's see. 1, 2, and it's called being detected. So I've only been undetected twice, and that was lasted for like a 3-month period because the next time it came up, and then I was, they could see the cancer again. But all I have to do is pop a little pill. Thank God, thank God. It's pop a little pill. Let's see. Tony Pajamas. My eyesight's getting a little bit better. Thrifty Crocheter, good morning. Good morning. Oh, you're welcome. I like to share with people because I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I mean, yeah, sometimes I tell Eddie, I said, can you please come over here and just have pity on me? Rub my arm like if you love me and you're so sorry that all these horrible things are happening to me. And it's so hilarious. And he'll just rub my arm. There. Oh, it's going to be okay. And it's so hilarious. My kid's like, you have to schedule time with dad so he can feel sorry for you. I said, heck yeah, I need pity sometimes, but I like to get it from Eddie. Oh, thank you, Ms. Rivera. Well, anyways, back to my cancer thing. I just have to pop a pill once a day. As long as I don't become resistant to it, I've been on the same medication since 2012. July 29th was my cancer anniversary, 13 years that I found out I had cancer. So yes, I'm fighting. I'm not one of those people that is I beat cancer or I lost to cancer. I'm just what I call a warrior. I just keep on fighting and keep on going. And I kind of kid around, which is, I don't know, hope I don't offend anyone, but I kid around and I say, My poor oncologists are so tired of me, I'm sure. I've been with them for, I'm on my third oncologist because, no, my fourth one. One, two, three, yeah. And my first one I stayed with for a long time, but he was getting older. And I'm like, these poor guys, they see people come in and get healed from their cancer or they pass from their cancer. And I'm still hanging on. They have to see me month after month, because every 3 months I go in and get checked for both my issues and more if I see any kind of bruising or anything. Let's see. Decrease. Okay, here's increase. Where's my increases? Did I do 2 increases? I better. Okay, let's go back to here. Decrease, decrease. 1, 2, 3. Increase. I missed it. We're going back, people. We're frogging back. And another increase here. Let me make sure. I see the comments moving, but people, I got to crochet. Okay, let's start over again. And then yeah, so I just go see them every 3 months and check my stuff and tell them if they adjust it sometimes, mostly for my blood, they're adjusting it. This cancer actually doesn't give me as much problems as my blood disorder. That's the one that puts me in the hospital whenever y'all see me in the hospital. But they fixed that medication for a bit. They doubled it up because I was having a lot of bruising. And so they doubled it up. Anyways, let me just say, for me, God is good and he's taking care of me and I make it through all this stuff and I've had a good life. I plan on living into my hundreds. I don't care if somebody has to carry me. That's just the price of having a good mama. Yes, I have to be positive about it, Miss Rivera, or else I would go crazy, wouldn't I? Okay, people, thank you for all the likes. Hit the like button or tap the screen twice and it'll do the job. Let's see. Create and relate says, I'm a fibro warrior. Me too. I have fibromyalgia also. At least that's what they diagnosed me with because there's no other reason for all the stuff that I have. And I have the little pressure points, the pain points from your, let's see. Yes, no, it's invisible, isn't it? Create and relate. It is so invisible. It's hard for people to understand. And we shouldn't be mad about it because, of course, why they don't go through it, they don't understand. But I understand create and relate. I understand. Yes, everybody's is different. And but I was just watching another channel, which is called Llama Mama Kayla, and she goes through a lot of stuff. I mean, she's even has fingers. I think she only has two, and she still crochets. Um, she, I forget what I was telling you. She just goes through a lot of struggles too, and she was just on there talking about how she can't explain how she feels to people. Are you hurting? Well, no, I'm not hurting, but I feel like I'm dying. My insides feel like they're dying, and I hate telling people. And I finally told my husband, you know what? You may think I'm complaining, but you're my husband, and I'm going to tell you everything that's going on with me because you need to know in case anything happens. And if you see it as a complaint, that's on you. I'm just informing you about what's happening with me. So I don't have to complain to anybody else, you know what I mean? And that doesn't stop me. I do complain to other people. They ask me, don't you dare ask me how I'm doing because I am not one of those people that say, "Oh, I'm just fine. How you doing, honey?" Nope. You're going to find out how I'm doing. You're going to be sorry you asked me how I'm doing because you're going to find out. Anyways, so my mom has fibro. Yes. Oh, yes. Sometimes surgery can every time I had surgery with this fibromyalgia and all this stuff that's going on, I come out of the surgery and I'm worse. Or I go into the surgery and it makes me feel so much better. It like resets my body. The trauma that it goes through does something. You know what I mean? That's just me. Yes. I hope it goes well too, Miss Rivera. Yes. Yes. Yeah, but don't worry about me. I'm fine, Miss Rivera. As long as I can crochet, I'm in the when I go to the hospitals. Did y'all see one of my shorts? I went to the hospital and I had my IV pole, and I looked at it and I said, you know what? That's a good yarn hanger. I hung my skein up there. I took my skein, hung it on the IV pole, and I pulled the tail from the center, and I was using it to crochet. And every time I go into the hospital, I crochet things for the nurses, and they're all, excited, and I love them. All my nurses have been so beautiful and kind. So, and plus, I go to the hospital and I say, "Ooh, it's spa day." But once I say 3 days, no, I'm ready to leave that spa. But the first day, somebody coming in and saying, "What would you like to eat? Do you need a warm blanket?" "Oh, yes, yes. If you need anything, push this button." And I try not to, but it's so nice to be pampered. Isn't that sad that going to the hospital sometimes is my spa day? And I even tell the doctors, and they're like, "You're here for another spa day?" Because they recognize me there for a bit. I was coming in all the time. Man, some of them doctors are hunky. Ooh, I remember Dr. Brown. I wonder if he ever, because it got around the hospital that I had a YouTube. And so some of the nurses have subscribed to me. I don't know their names or anything, so I don't know. Maybe they didn't. But man, that doctor, oh, I'm like, oh, honey, I feel better already. If you're going to be my doctor the whole time, I'll stay 5 days. Yes, flares are horrible. Yes, I do create. I love it. I've always been a creator. Nah, I can't. I can't let it get me down. Thank you, Miss Rivera. I feel it and I accept it. Yes. Can't change it. We try to change things, make it better, but um, you can't always change things. What's that serenity prayer? Grant me the strength to change what I can change and accept what I cannot change. Now, the cancer there might be a cure for it. Who knows? But it's the first cancer that was considered chronic that they said, you're probably going to die from something else. I said, oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Hey, Daisy, go back to sleep, baby. Don't be barking. She hears something. So Miss Rivera says, my BF has gallstones. I had to call the ambulance. Oh, but those are terrible. Oh my gosh. Yes. Did he feel like he was having a heart attack? Thank you. We'll send him prayers. Prayers to Miss Rivera's friend and his surgery. He will feel so much better. Yes. What's the first letter of his name? I like to give people a name, but I know people don't want to share names and they don't have to. But a first letter of his name, and I will call him by that. God knows who he is, anyways. Create and relate. Let's see, but I do a lot of creative things. Yes, creative people have got to keep on going. You know what I mean? We just keep on creating. Okay, that's number 3. Now I need to do my decrease. Let me make sure, though. Here, let's see. Increase, increase, 1, 2, 3, decrease. Creative people. I remember the first crafts that I ever did, and it was shaving crayons and putting them on a wax paper in a design and putting another wax paper on top and melting it. And I made like a landscape kind of scenery. And that was like, what? What? Wait, I'm supposed to decrease here. I can make stuff like this, make something pretty. So I was always in trouble finding things. Back in the old days, we didn't have craft stores where, Mama, can you buy me? No, you found your crafts. You used twigs. And for me, I used to pull the mattresses used to have cotton at the bottom as they're stuffing. I would just reach right under, pull some cotton out, and then I found out I was doing that and I got in trouble. Hey, well, you shouldn't have such good, natural working materials for an artist just hanging around here under the bed. So, anyways, I used to stuff things with it. Where'd you get the stuffing? Not gonna tell you. Not gonna tell you, but I did and we got in trouble. Okay. Oh, your boyfriend, your boyfriend. Okay, A. A. Okay. Oh, that's a good letter for a name. Angie and A. Lord, be with A. Be with them during the surgery. And make everything go smoothly. Have your hand in there. Be with the doctors as they do the surgery. I don't do any fancy prayers. Thank you, Lord. I don't do any fancy prayers. I just talk to him. Yeah, so it'll be okay, Miss Rivera. It's going to be okay. I've had gallbladder removal too, and I thought I was having a heart attack. The pain is horrible. You're right, create and relate. It just cinches your whole body. Oh, gosh. Yes, creative, creative. Okay, I'll keep them in my prayers, Miss Rivera, today, today, today. I wasn't sure if BF meant best friend or boyfriend, so I'm glad you clarified that. Y'all send prayers to A for his surgery today, guys. Whatever you want to do, your good energy, prayers. Yes, so much better. But you do have tummy issues afterwards. Anything, you have to find out what is the thing. I could just drive by McDonald's and I would have to go to the bathroom. Orange juice was always off, but then after a while, after so many years, it goes away and you become normalized. Coffee was horrible also. Miss Rivera, don't cry. Yes, it feels like a heart attack to me. Oh gosh. Create and relate. Are we the same people? Because I am too. But you know what I like to say? I'm not lactose intolerant. People around me are intolerant of me when I have lactose, when I consume lactose. Because, yeah, don't be near me. Don't be near me. Now it's time for increases right here. Oh, they hear something. It's 7:30. Y'all hear that? The only thing I think is at this time, my daughter could be coming over after work. She gets out at 7 in the morning. She works at Waffle House. Yes, it is. So I might have to say goodbye, people. I'm going to point my thing down. You hear her? Listen. Listen. She's howling with the dogs. I'll tell her real quick that I'm on the live. So I might have to say goodbye. Emmy, I'm on live. It's not pointed at you. They're pointed at my hands.
Okay.
So let me tell them goodbye real quick. Okay, I told you it was her. Can I show them you? No? Okay. She's beautiful.
Long night.
She's beautiful. Let me just take my word for it.
Fine. Go ahead.
So-
One glimpse.
One. There's my baby.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for hanging out with me since 6:30 in the morning. My gosh, you crazy people. Okay, welcome to everybody who is new and has just subscribed, and thank you for all the likes. Oh, you're dairy. I love dairy too. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go, and I love you guys. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you later, and you'll see more of this blanket. Bye. How do I end this? Oh, yeah, I forgot.